All right, shalom, shalom. First and foremost, I would like to say, call halal Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rekakwadash. That is to say, all praise to the Most High God, whose name is Yahweh, in the name of his only begotten Son, Yahweh Shai, whom the world ignorantly calls Jesus Christ, through the Holy Spirit, Rekakwadash. Double honors to the apostles and the elders of the great millstone who taught us this truth. Shalom to the 144,000, as well as the rest of the hopeful elect men, women, and children of Israel scattered abroad through the four corners of the earth. This your brother Yard Donba coming back at you with what I hope to be another short yet edifying lesson. All right, and the title of this lesson today is, in this so-called white man's world, we the ones chosen, right? And it's really just going into the fact that what, man? Yasharallah, the princes of the living power, right? The people of Israel are the chosen of the Lord, man. And there's no other way around that, man. The Lord put a separation between us and the rest of the people, okay? And that's what we're going to go into this lesson. And like I said, Lord willing, this won't be too long, man. All right. So I want to go ahead and start here in the book of Deuteronomy, chapter 7, and verse 6. It says, "For thou art an holy people unto the Lord Yahweh thy power. The Lord Yahweh thy power hath chosen thee to be a special people unto himself, above all people that are upon the face of the earth." Right? So that's the thing, man. And it continues on and says what? The Lord Yahweh did not set his love upon you, nor choose you, because you were more in number than any people, for you were the fewest of all people. But the Lord Yahweh loved you, and because he would keep the oath which he has sworn unto your fathers, hath the Lord Yahweh brought you out with a mighty hand, and redeemed you out of the house of bondmen, from the hand of Pharaoh, king of Egypt. Right? But that's the thing, man. The Lord said, what? We are a special people, a holy people above all people on the face of the earth, man. And it's just that simple. There's no way around that, man. We are above all people on the face of the earth. Now, are we in the lowest state at the moment? Yes. Why? Because, one, we had to pay for our iniquity, and for the purpose of prophecy. Prophecy always has to be fulfilled and has to come to pass, man. Prophecy will never be broken. All right. And the Lord said that he would save us out of the hand of our enemies. So now we are in the hand of our enemies, man. But and it's just that simple, man. It's just that simple. All right. The Lord is going to save us out of the hands of our enemy, but we are still his chosen, man. Okay. Next, I want to go ahead and get the book of 2nd Esdras, chapter 5. All right. And I'm going to start here at the 22nd verse. All right. 2nd Esdras 5:22. And my soul recovered the spirit of understanding, and I began to talk with the Most High again, and said, O Lord, that bearest rule of every wood of the earth, and of all the trees thereof, thou hast chosen thee one only vine, and of all the lands of the whole world, thou hast chosen thee one pit, and of all the flowers thereof, one lily, and of all the depths of the sea, thou hast filled thee one river, and of all the builded cities thou hast hallowed Sion unto thyself, and of all the fowls that are created thou hast named thee one dove, and of all the cattle that are made thou hast provided thee one sheep, and among all the multitudes of people thou hast gotten thee one people, and unto this people whom thou lovest, right, thou gavest a law that is approved of all. Okay. And that's what the Lord did, man. He set us apart, man. That's what the word holy means. Set apart. All right. So the Lord gave us his law, statutes, and commandments. Right. Let's go grab this in the book of Baruch, man. This is Baruch 4, and I'm going to start at the top. Baruch 4:1, it says, this is the book of the commandments of the Most High, and the law that endureth forever. All they that keep it shall come to life, but such as leave it should die. Turn thee, O Jacob, and take hold of it. Walk in the presence of the light thereof, that thou mayest be illuminated. Give not thine honor to another, nor the things that are profitable unto thee to a strange nation. O Israel, happy are we, for the things that are pleasing to the Most High are made known unto us. Be of good cheer, my people, the memorial of Israel. Ye were sold to the nations, not for your destruction, but because ye moved the Most High to wrath. Ye were delivered unto the enemies, right? So that's the thing, man. Like I said, we had to pay for the different things that we did, man. We went off. The nation of Israel went off. So the curses were put upon us, right? So now the Lord also promised us that he will bring us out of the curses. Okay. He said he just said it, man. He didn't put us here for our destruction, right? But we had to deal with it. We had to deal with it, point blank, period, man. But the Lord always promised that he would come and get us, man, that he would come deliver us. This is the book of Ezekiel, chapter 39, and I'm going to start here at verse 25. And as you can see in the heading, it says what? Israel restored. It says, therefore, thus saith the Lord Yahweh, now will I bring again the captivity of Jacob and have mercy upon the whole house of Israel, and will be jealous for my holy name. Where's the room for the other nations in that, man? It says the whole house of who? Israel. All right, continuing on in verse 26. After that, they have borne their shame and all their trespasses whereby they have trespassed against me when they dwell safely in their land, and none made them afraid. When I brought them again from the people and gathered them out of their enemies' land and sanctified in them in the sight of many nations, then shall they know that I am the Lord Yahweh, their power, which caused them to be led into captivity among the heathen. But I have gathered them unto their own land, and have left none of them any more there. Neither will I hide my face any more from them, for I have poured out my spirit upon the house of Israel, saith the Lord Yahweh, right? So the Lord said that what? He poured out his spirit on who? Israel. He said that he is Yahweh, our power, man. He didn't, where's the room for the other nations in that, man? It's not. All right. We are a special people, man. We're chosen of the Lord, right? We're chosen of the Lord, man. And you have to understand that what, man? We even here in Babylon, right? In Esau's kingdom, right? We are in the lowest state. However, we are still honored in our poverty. Let me grab that real quick. Poverty. I know it's in second or Sirach, Salakia. Yep. This is the book of Sirach, chapter 10, and verse 30. It says, the poor man is honored for his skill, and the rich man is honored for his riches. He that is honored in poverty, how much more in riches? And he that is dishonorable in riches, how much more in poverty? Right? Hey, so like I said, man, Jake is the one, even here in this society today, that moves the needle. Whatever Jake does is what's cool and what's considered pop culture and what's trendy, right? But Esau is dishonorable, and he's the one who runs the system. He has the power. He has the riches. He has all of those things, man. He controls the laws, right? But he's still dishonorable in his riches. So how much more in the kingdom to come, man? How much more will we be honored in the kingdom to come when we're righteous, when we're perfect, right? When we never go off, right? And when the kingdom of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai is set up, man, right? And Esau loses all of those riches. He loses all of that power. How much more will he be dishonored, man? And that's how you know, even in his society, man, we are the ones chosen. And there's nothing that he could do about that. And he hates it. But he's upset that we can go stand on a corner and tell him that his kingdom is falling, man. We see it. We see the fall of our enemies happening right before our eyes, right? And it's beautiful because we know what comes next. We have that full understanding of what comes next, man. We're watching this happen right in front of us, man. Let's get it. Deuteronomy chapter 30, starting at the top. It says restoration promised again, right? We read it in Ezekiel 39 and what? It says Israel's restoration, right? Or is Israel restored? It says restoration promised. Deuteronomy 30 and 1. It says, and it shall come to pass when all these things are come upon thee, the blessing and the curse, which I have set before thee, and thou shalt call them to mind among all the nations, whither the Lord thy power have driven thee, right? So that's the theme, that the Lord did this to us, man. And shall return unto Yahweh thy power, and shalt obey his voice according to all that I command thee this day, thou and thy children with all thine heart, with all thy soul, that the Lord Yahweh thy power return to captivity and have compassion upon thee, and will return and gather thee from all nations, whither the Lord Yahweh thy power have scattered thee. And if any of thine be driven out unto the outmost parts of heaven, from thence will the Lord thy power gather thee, and from thence will he fetch thee. And Yahweh thy power will bring thee into the land which thy fathers possessed, and thou shalt possess it, and he will do thee good, and multiply thee above thy fathers. And the Lord Yahweh thy power will circumcise thy heart, and the heart of thy seed, to love the Lord Yahweh with all thy heart and with all thy soul, that thou mayest live. And the Lord Yahweh thy power will put all these curses upon thine enemies and on them that hate thee, which persecuted thee, right? So now we're seeing this happen, man. We're starting, like I said, seeing the fall of Esau's kingdom, right? We're starting to see those things, man. And that's why we rejoice, man, because, hey, all signs point to us being the chosen. It's made more and more clear every day, man. Every day. And I want to grab this, too, for all the people who going to say, well, this is the Old Testament, brother. It's the Old Testament. What about the New Testament? Right? This the book of 1 Peter chapter 2 and 9. It says, but ye are a chosen generation, a royal priesthood, and holy nation, a peculiar people, that ye should show forth the praise of him who hath called you out of darkness into his marvelous light, right? And that lines up with what we just read where? Deuteronomy 7 and 6, right? And then just to get the audience of this, 1 Peter 1 and 1, it says, Peter, an apostle of Yahweh Shah Mashiach, to the strangers scattered through Pontus, Galatia, Cappadocia, Asia, and Bithynia, elect to the foreknowledge of the Most High, the Father, through the sanctification of the Spirit, unto obedience and sprinkling of the blood of Yahweh Shah Mashiach, grace unto you and peace be multiplied, right? But let's look here at this word scattered, right? To show you that his audience that he was writing this to was who? Let's find out. Diaspora or diaspora, a scattering or dispersion of Israelites dispersed among foreign nations, of the Christians scattered abroad among the Gentiles. And who was called the Christians? The Israelites were first called Christians at Antioch, man. And then down here, right, what does it say? Dispersion, i.e. specially, concretely, the converted Israelite resident in Gentile countries, which are scattered abroad. So who is this speaking on, man, when it says that ye are, how did it say it? Ye are a chosen generation, a royal priesthood, and a holy nation, a peculiar people? That's talking about the Israelites, man. That's talking about the Israelites. And yes, while we were chosen, we had to go through this, man. We had to go through this. All right, and I want to grab this scripture, and I'm going to end it off here in 1044, 144, called Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai, man. I want to end it off right here. 2nd Ezra, chapter 6. All right, and I'm going to start at verse 53. It says, upon the 6th day, thou gavest commandment unto the earth, and that before thee it should bring forth beasts, cattle, and creeping things. And after these, Adam also, whom thou madest Lord of all thy creatures, of him come we all, and the people also whom thou hast chosen. So you see the separation right there already, right? But continuing on. All this have I spoken before thee, O Lord, because thou hast made us the word for our sakes. As for the other people, which also come of Adam, thou hast said that they are nothing, but be like unto spittle, and hast likened the abundance of them unto a drop that falleth from a vessel. And now, O Lord, behold, these heathen, which have ever been reputed as nothing, have begun to be lords over us, and to devour us. But we, thy people, whom thou hast called thy firstborn, thy only begotten, and thy fervent lover, are given into their hands. If the world now be made for our sakes, why do we not possess an inheritance with the world? How long shall this endure? And guess what, man? We had to go through this for many reasons, man. Like I said earlier, for our iniquities, right? Because of prophecy. And really, it's the training grounds for us to be kings and priests, man, in the kingdom to come. All right, we had to see what wickedness does to the world, man, so we can truly understand why righteousness is needed, okay? And it's just that simple, man. But we are the chosen in this society, man. We are the chosen in this world. You can even see that in the Revelation, the 7th chapter, with the 144,000 and the innumerable multitude. All right. It's simple, man. We are chosen, man. So continue to be encouraged in that, man. We are the Lord's people, man. That's a mighty thing, man. We're not going to give that, what did it say in Baruch? We're not going to give that honor to another, man. We're not going to give those things that are good to us to another. All right, so Lord willing, this was an edifying lesson. With that, I'll say, call halal Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rakakwadash. Double honors to the apostles and the elders of the great millstone who taught us this truth. Shalom to the 144,000, as well as the rest of the hopeful elect men, women, and children of Israel scattered abroad through the four corners of the earth, man. Shalom and Kwam Yasharallah.